Okay, Robby here, Dodgy Garage, mobile DPF cleaning. This is a Land Rover Discovery Sport, very nice vehicle. This, I do a lot of these vehicles. Customer says that the DPF light is on, so I've already started it up. The engine management light is on, as you can see there, and the other side, nothing much to see there. Right, then when we come here at idle, the engine and the vehicle is idling at the engine, the pressure there should be between 0 and 10. Often in these vehicles it gets up to about 12, but at 40 millibars the DPF is blocked. So we'll be going in underneath. I'll show you how that works, clean out the AdBlue injector and do the cleaning. And then just to show you fault codes, read the fault codes. It's only got one fault code, 246300, diesel particulate filter restrictions, soot accumulation. That's the only fault code on this vehicle. In addition to that, if we go back to this menu, unbelievably, this vehicle has got very few fault codes, because often on these Land Rovers and the Range Rover Evokes there's lots of fault codes. And then the other fault code that it's got is for transmission Range Selector lock central error, intermittent, and apparently the lady says that it's this guy here. It doesn't pop up properly every time, and there's the fault code for it. So there we go. Right, next thing is to get underneath. Okay, so we're underneath the vehicle and we've just got to undo this guy, and on the other side over here as well, and then we will be going in to over there. I'll open up that little connector in through the AdBlue injector, and I'll be putting the fluid in through there. I'll show you how that works. Okay, so that's the injector off. Just try to get my hand out the way there. It's a little bit crusty, but just trying to show you there. It's a little bit crusty, it's not bad. See if I can get this guy to focus there. There we go. It's a bit crusty, it's not bad at all, so I'm just going to clear that out with a pick and get it up nice and clean. Okay, so that's cleaned up, and now it's just through this receptacle here. That's also a bit clogged up, but I'm going to put my pick in there and clean that up a bit. But through this little hole here is where I'm going to put the pipe for the DPF cleaning fluid. Okay, so with the engine idling, got my pipe in there, got my gun over there, generator in the back of the van there, and we just put the fluid in. That's it. Okay, so now it's back in. You just bolt up that little bolt there with a little bracket with a little bolt. That's back in. The next thing is to put this cross member brace thing back in place, which I'll do now. And so what I do, I know it's a little bit ridiculous and OTT, but every one of these that I put back in, I put them in with a dollop of grease. It just makes the job a lot easier for the next guy that comes along. And I know it's a little bit over the top, but it's just what I do. It's just my thing. So when that's in, we'll be back inside the car. Okay, so that's it. The cross member back in place. The AdBlue injectors up there. Everything's back in place. We're all good. Next thing is to give it half an hour, go through the codes, check everything out. I'll do that inside the vehicle now. Alrighty, so I've just started the engine up. It's been half an hour at idle. Okay, the pressure is at 270 millibars. So rev her up. Let's see where we go. Got her at just below 3,000 revs. Well, there we go. 2,700. Oh, 470 millibar. Pressure's dropping there. That's a little bit blocked. We'll see how we go. Okay, so at just under 3,000 revs, we now have 50 millibar of pressure. The engine temperature is at 92. Distance since particular filter regeneration is 0 kilometers, because I've told it it's got a new one. And then at idle, it's at 10, which means that it's between 10 and 20. I often find these vehicles are like that, but for now I think that's as good as we get. Engine lights are off. I've told the vehicle it's got a new DPF. I think we're good to go. That's it.